Hi, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, Tor Talk. Today, our special guest is Mr. Jeffrey Broussard. You know?
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I don't know if I deserve special.
You're a special guest, man. A little assistant principal action,
Yeah.
It's
Well,
pretty
we'll
fun.
just go with guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, what has your career been in and outside of education? Or like, what's it been like, the experience of it all?
I'm proud to say it's pretty diverse. I graduated from McNeese with a bachelor's in mass communication,
Yeah.
emphasis on broadcast media, and from '97 to 2007, I worked for KPLC.
Yeah.
Started as a part-time videotape operator, which basically I dubbed in commercial content. Way back then, we didn't roll videos and packages for the news on digital. We did that by actual 3/4-inch tape.
Oh.
So I was back there loading that up for the director to roll and stuff. And then I eventually worked into master control while I was in college, which was the best job in the whole world because I was working sign-offs. So I'd get to
Yeah.
work at 7 p.m. and work till about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't have a class
It's
at
like
McNeese.
really short shift.
Oh, this is a really short shift. And the other thing is everybody leaves like about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
So you're just there by yourself pretty much
I
all the
got
time.
all my homework done. I'd bring my guitar up and I'd practice in between segments because all your job is you had a log of all
Yeah.
the commercial content and you just had to document when these actual commercials aired so they could bill the clients properly.
Oh.
And then you just shut the station off. And then there was other things that you had
Yeah.
to do that was part of it. Way back then, syndicated shows, which that's kind of inside baseball talk, but basically anything that we would air that was not NBC because we were an NBC affiliate would
Yeah.
be syndicated. And we'd have to record those off of satellite feeds. So I would actually have
Really?
to program in the coordinates for satellite dish to actually move to pull in a lot of those shows that we'd air in syndication. But that was pretty much the job. I was by myself for half of the shift. It was pretty cool. And then I kind of got a little tired of that, and I graduated, and then I decided to put my name in to start directing.
Yeah.
We at KPLC had we combined two jobs of a director and a technical director. So
Yeah.
difference between the two, technical director does all the manual pulling of the levers, calling the sources, all that kind of stuff. And then the director will actually call it. So in a lot of stations at the time, you'd have a person standing behind telling the technical person what to do. Well, we did both because we were a small market. I did that for a while. I liked it. It taught me a lot about how to work with people, and particularly like in a stressful environment where what you do is seen by thousands of people.
I feel like that's like really important with like mass comms just in general because like the whole goal of it, you're communicating to a mass amount of people. It's in the name. And I feel like if you can't work well with people, it's not really going to go well for you.
Yes.
Like at all because it's going to be high stress and you have to get these things out quick and with high quality.
And then also communicating quick, essential information so these people can get what you're asking for. So if you're in a breaking news situation and you need a shot, you need to be super specific and succinct with what you're asking for. That way the person running that camera can get you what you need as fast as you can get it. So it also taught me a lot in dealing with people who you might not gel with, how you can cooperate with them, and then also just working under stress. Because I used to tell people, I was like, I don't have a backspace on this thing, this switcher. I can't go back. There's no erase. So what you're doing, you almost kind of like have to let it go if you make a mistake and move on.
No, I absolutely agree because like once it happens, it happens. You cannot like reverse or anything in that in like this industry. It like especially if it's a live thing. No option go back.
And with a creative outlet like that, it was really difficult for me because, as a musician and all this other stuff, I had to learn how to let go of the creative aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because if you do something that you're really proud of and then somebody is, critical of or they critique it, I had to not let that affect me personally. I'm sitting here beating up a mic. I didn't have to let that affect me personally. I had to, okay, move on, because not everybody interprets it the same way, and some people are not as artistic, and they just want what they want. Because if you got commercial content, the advertiser, they don't, or the business, they don't care about the artistic stuff. Yeah. They just want to drive up sales for their product. And you got to streamline that mindset.
Yeah, no, it's all about their brand being there. As long as their brand is there, they do not care.
Yeah.
They just want, like you said, more sales, more kind of like a walking brand.
Exactly.
Really, or like a walking advertisement.
And I didn't do that much with commercial stuff. It was mostly news. But and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a good job for me whenever I was I had just gotten married. I was, in my 20s. But it wasn't until 2005 Hurricane Rita came through. Yeah. And I kind of reevaluated stuff. Is this really a sustainable option? Is this something that I can do to provide for my family, provide for myself, all that kind of stuff? So I had thought about teaching, and then I went through an alternate certification pathway. So I went back to McNeese, got my master's for teaching, and I started with an emphasis in social studies. Yeah. But since I had the mass comm background, I also had a journalism certification as well as a computer literacy. Yeah. Throughout the years, I taught middle school social studies. I found myself at Benton High School. I taught English 2 there for a few years. And I think it was 2013, I moved into a district role here in Calcasieu Parish as the high school social studies consultant, which afforded me the opportunity to go to all 11 of our high schools. I made a lot of contacts with social studies teachers, administrators, different people around the district, and I learned a lot. It showed me a wider lens of what school looks like in different areas. Because, I came to school at Sulphur High School, graduated in 94, and I had not seen what other high schools were like. So just taking in what other school cultures existed.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was really eye-opening for me to see some of that. And then I did that for a while, I think about 7 years, and then I found myself here, Sulphur High School.
So I want to know, what is it like working in the music industry? Because I know you are a big fan of guitar work, and you used to kind of have like a little rock career going on there.
I don't know if I'd even call it a career, to be honest with you.
Hey, I know you have a little Spotify account out there with some of your music. I've seen it.
Okay, so career seems to mean that it's a lucrative option, which it is not.
Even if it wasn't, you chose a pathway for a little bit, and you did pursue it.
Yes. So
I would consider that a little bit of a career.
I was in some bands in college, a couple bands that we'd play out at different bars and venues like that. And it was mostly like cover songs, late 90s. To be honest with you, if I hear a Goo Goo Dolls or a Fuel song or any of those bands from the late 90s that were semi-popular, I cringe. I cringe because I played it so much.
So if Slide starts playing now.
Oh, no. That one is the worst.
Dude, I love Slide. And Name. Those are some...
Those are some good tunes.
They are very good.
There's some good tunes, but, when you're playing that, and it's just like, after a while, you get tired of it.
I can kind of get that. Okay, so I want your opinion on Alice in Chains and Creed. Because those are like my favorite bands right now, and Foo Fighters, those three.
Okay, so the only one that I know a whole lot about, I didn't really care for Creed at the time. Ooh. Bumping that. It wasn't my thing. Now, Alice in Chains... That one was an album that, the first album, yes, most definitely.
Dude, Dirt was probably one of the best albums ever. Just from start to finish.
It wasn't even the album Dirt. It was the single Wood. Whenever that came out first before the album, I remember exactly where I was. I was in the band hall. It was my sophomore year of high school. It was in promotion of a movie, I think, called Singles. And I never even watched the movie. I could care less about the movie.
I didn't even know it was with that.
But that opening bass lick, that opening bass line, and the whole vibe for that whole tune, was something else. I learned a lot from that album entirely. Yeah. But even that track, Wood, it's genius in its simplicity.
No, I completely agree because I don't know why, but Into the Flood Again, whenever Lane Staley, dude,
The chorus section,
it
yeah.
absolutely hits like a truck.
Yeah. And the
And Rooster as well.
oh yeah.
Rooster's is iconic in
Okay,
general.
so funny thing about Rooster and a lot of the songs that I took in as a kid, that was an album that I remember being in my head, or that song, Rooster, being in my head, sitting in my U.S. history class, covering Vietnam, because it actually gave a I can't even talk straight, a humanistic viewpoint of what being a soldier in Vietnam was like. And it was a very personal thing that that Jerry Cantrell wrote about his dad.
Yeah.
Because I remember the video started with an interview with his dad.
Oh, really? I haven't watched the video.
Oh, yeah.
I've just listened to the song
And it's
times.
a short little clip, but most of the lyrics from that song, if I'm not mistaken, are from personal accounts from Jerry Cantrell's dad and his time in
Actually,
Vietnam.
it's making sense because Ain't Found a Way to Kill Me Yet.
Right.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Was I doubt it, but like, did he potentially have a call sign, Rooster?
Oh, I don't know about
I
that.
mean,
Well, he wasn't. He was. I think he was infantry.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that was something they'd called him or anything like that. But I don't know.
Maybe it was a reference to Top Gun. You know, I don't know.
Well, wasn't that a goose?
Oh, never mind. That,
Wrong poultry.
Yeah. No. Maverick had.
Yeah.
Maverick had Rooster.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just came to the top of my head.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. So, what kind of got you into playing guitar and all of that?
Well, band. I was in middle school band, and at the time, I'd wanted to play guitar, but I had picked up trombone. My director at middle school suggested it, and the funny thing that I didn't know until later, until I got to high school, Mr. Reed, who was my high school band director, was there for that instrument orientation, and he had suggested that. But I ended up starting on bass because it was a bass clef instrument, and I just kind of went with that route. But I'd always wanted to play guitar ever since I was in elementary school. It's going to date me, but basically, when I saw Back to the Future, the end scene with the Johnny B. Good stuff.
What, 78?
No, 85.
Oh, I'm
No, that's all right. Yeah,
I'm so
yeah. You remember
sorry
that because the whole point is that he has to get back to 1985.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was 78.
That's all right.
That was probably another movie, or I'm probably thinking of something I saw earlier.
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
was born in 75, so.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
close enough, you know.
But I picked up bass, played bass through college and everything, and it wasn't until I got older, until like say maybe my early 30s, that with technology being what it was, because one of the things that when you formed a band at that time, you had your instrument, and whenever you would write material, if you didn't have a guitar with you or if you didn't have a drum set with you, you were basically communicating what you heard in your head when you're writing a song to these other people, and they're going to put their own
Like spin on it.
well, not even just their spin, because when you've been playing for a while, you're going to have certain idiosyncrasies that sound like you. They're your personality in playing. It's kind of like when you speak, if there's certain words and phrases that identify you as you, that comes across in your playing, and then whenever you give it to somebody, that becomes a problem because they may not have the chops to play what you're wanting to write, or they may not have the technique. So as my life became, I had to be responsible adult, I couldn't be in bands as much, because I had a job and I had a wife and a daughter and all this other kind of stuff. It became one of those things where technology started advancing. And then whenever I started, I could record at home. I have drum software that I can actually write out what I want, exactly how I want it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't I pick up guitar? I mean, seriously, why? You've got most of the mechanics. It's just switching from bass clef to treble clef. So I picked it up. I did not expect it to become my main instrument, but it felt like that's what I should have been playing
The whole time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think I'm not anywhere as good as I want to be which, I would hope that I'd always want to progress and do better. But it serves as a creative outlet. And it's a way to not just express myself, but then also kind of just put it out there. So whenever I put all my music on Spotify, it's only so I could put it out there for the masses to listen. And if anybody listens, because, I mean, you said music career. In terms of a lucrative career, I think I've made a whopping $30 off of that. So
money's money, all right?
I couldn't even take my family out to eat with that.
Hey, but maybe like Waffle House, I mean,
maybe. We on the budget menu, kiddos. Sorry. But
kids meal for everybody.
Yeah, but it is good to just put it out there to get critiques. And I'm fortunate that I do have the listeners that I do have, because I really don't even try. I just throw it out there and see what's there. Yeah. And I know, there are thousands of people that are better than me. And just that people will listen, it's very humbling to me, and I appreciate it, because as an artist, when you create something, you can enjoy it yourself, and that's good. But at its core, you want other people to appreciate it and consume that art, whether it's visually, whether it's audio-wise, whether it's, reading, anything. So we create for a reason.
Absolutely agree with that, because as a photographer and videographer, getting photos and making videos is like the most satisfying thing to me, because one, it's already a passion of my own. And then seeing other people like the joy whenever like they get a product, dude, it is.
Yeah, there's
it
nothing
feels
like
so
it.
Because
Yeah.
because like just making something for other people that makes them happy, I don't know, it just like it hits the heart. I'll say that.
It gives you a reason to better yourself.
Yes, and it also gives you like a reason to keep on doing it, because one, it builds your passion even more, and then it builds your skill, because like, hey, these people are enjoying it. What if I make it better?
And that's something.
It's so cool to see that.
I'm sorry, the bell's about to ring.
Yeah, and we've already expected that. It's going to happen regardless.
Yeah, everybody wonders how I'm out in the courtyard before the bell rings. There you go. I got a schedule on my timer.
Might not be this time, but
no, they got it. They got it.
Yeah. So I want to know, what is a day in the life of Jeffrey Broussard?
Okay. So alarm goes off at 4 a.m. I wake up at 4.
Early.
Yeah, I have to have about an hour to acclimate to reality. So basically, I sit at my computer at home, read my emails, drink coffee, and then 5 o'clock, I get moving. My family gets up then, and then I'm out the door probably about 5:40, 5:45. Yeah. I get to the school about 6, which, I'm the first administrator here. I'm not the first person here, but it kind of happened by accident, because it was something, because whenever they're doing that 210 construction, and they were down to one lane, it was a way to bypass a lot of the traffic that was out there. Yeah. But it kind of stuck. The routine was good. So I get here about 6. Then I open
That's about when most people wake up.
Yeah. I kind of clown.
There's a bell. Yeah.
So, and then basically we've got students come in before first hour. So I'm chilling out in the courtyard. I'm out and about. Yeah. Touching base with kids, making sure
normally by the metal detectors and all.
Well, I'll start there, and then I have Coach Douglas and Coach Baggett come out and help out. So that gives me an opportunity to walk around, make my way into the cafeteria, wherever, just touching base with kids. Yeah. Hey, where's your ID? That kind of stuff. And then, after that, during the school day, if I don't have schedules for observations or anything, or like this discussion, it's pretty much what comes your way. The one thing you can be sure of is something's going to land on your desk that you didn't anticipate. Yeah. And it makes the job really interesting and fun, because you roll with whatever you see. Yeah. So that's the day for the most part. And then I finish the day out in the track. And then I'm usually out of here by about 4:30. Yeah. Wrapping up stuff.
All right. So this is my last question, and then we're going to get to our little new segment.
Okay.
So I've heard from a little birdie that you are in the Nutcracker.
Yep.
For LCDA.
Yep.
How is that?
So, one of my daughters dances. She did. She since decided to. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
She's since decided to focus on orchestra. She's a middle school student at S.J. Welch. Yeah. Plays viola. Is amazing. But she was dancing for LCDA a few years back. And because of that, and then a friend of my wife and I's, she also teaches, and she's responsible, I think it's the artistic director, I think is the right terminology or title, for the Rats in the Nutcracker. And apparently they were down a parlor dad. Parlor is the first scene in the play. Basically, 4 families show up at this other person's house, and they have this Christmas party, and then
little kumbaya.
Yeah, and then Drosselmeyer shows up. That's the magician / whatever, and he's the guy who gives Clara, the main character of the story, the Nutcracker. So the role is very minimal. I'm sitting here getting the thing again. It's very minimal. Like we're nothing but background for the kids. Easy. I think there's a daddy-daughter dance that we do, and then there's the big thing at the end. Yeah, and it's very minimal. I mean, because I do not dance at all. There's a reason why I'm a musician.
But
one or the other. Yeah, but if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
So it just became something that we did as a family, because my daughter was in the candy cane scene that year, and she was also, the previous year, she was a soldier. My wife was in the rat scene. She's done that for 3 years, so they needed a parlor dad a couple years ago. And then once you put in the effort, it's just easy to go with, and it feels good. It's a really great environment, and I call it my public service thing. But then also it's more than that, because it lets you scratch a different creative itch.
Yeah,
and then also I got to see some of my students here at Sulphur High School doing their parts for LCDA, and they're phenomenal. They are super amazing, and I was telling you before, it didn't register in my mind until we were performing last year. I was like, oh man, that's one of my kids, you know. So it just kind of it registers in your brain, and you see, because it's not like they had the makeup and the outfit and everything on, but
bell again.
When you see your students in an element outside of school, it's very fulfilling as an administrator, and just it's great. So all of those reasons,
and I feel like you can also like watch them kind of like live out one of their passions, which is always great to see, really, with anybody. Just in general.
Oh yeah. So we're in the middle. We started rehearsals 2 weeks ago. And it'll be the last week before Thanksgiving break. So
it's, I think, 21st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Don't even lie about the dates. I know it's the Thursday and Friday. I think the Thursday before Thanksgiving.
21 and 22.
You can see the calendar in your head.
Whoa. Well, I'm going on the 21st. I already have that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You got to find me after the show.
I will, trust me. All right. So now we're going to have a new segment. It's called Hot Seat. So the premise of Hot Seat is we emailed all the students, hey, what are some questions you'd like to ask Mr. Broussard? You don't know them at all.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to say the student's name and what they asked.
Oh, so I get to know who to follow up with.
All right. Are you ready?
I think.
All right.
I'm a little nervous, though.
Aiden Van would like to know,
okay,
if it were up to you, would you allow free dress and phones, and why?
Okay, so this is with the caveat of I do not make CPSB policy, and I am an assistant principal. So therefore, I am not the principal here. But
if it were up to you, though.
If it were up to me, when it comes to free dress, I wouldn't say free dress. I would hearken back to what we did when we came back from the hurricanes, because I think, we had dress code. There were certain things that were acceptable, but we practically have free dress now. When you really think about it.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, because, you wear a shirt that's Sulphur, okay?
Yeah.
That's it. It's
either Sulphur or just like a plain shirt, really.
Right. And then jeans, no holes, tears, rips. I mean, you can't get more basic than that.
I think, 6 years ago, we weren't allowed to wear jeans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus now.
I would flip that question around and say, what is it that you can't wear that you would think that you could wear with
Actually,
street dress?
something comes up later.
Oh,
About that. Yeah.
okay. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Aubrey Mott would like to know, how did you get started in your rock career? I think we might have already answered that.
Yeah, we touched on that, but basically just Back to the Future.
Yeah. Eden Del Bosque would like to know, what is your favorite songs to play on the guitar, and which one is the hardest?
Oh, you pick any Dream Theater tune, and I've tried to learn it, and I can't. I would recommend check out the Dance of Eternity from Dream Theater off the Scenes from Memory album. Came out in '99, and I've been fighting with it since. I learned it on bass guitar way back when the album came out. Completely instrumental track with like a gazillion time signature changes. It's pretty nuts.
Tough.
Well, I mean, tough is relative, but
That's true. Yeah.
It's out there. It was made to be extreme. So they were like, how cartoonishly, absurdly difficult can we make this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lily Isaac would like to know, why did you want your job?
Why did I want my job?
That's the exact question.
Okay. That's a hard one. Well, one, there's the part that I never, in a 100 million, thousand, umpteenth, whatever years, thought that I would be working at Sulphur High School. Yeah. Like, if the high school version of me found out that 30 years later that I'd be an administrator at this school, they would have laughed so hard that they would have killed themselves. It would have been like they would have died from laughter because they couldn't.
Lack of breath. They can't breathe no more.
Yeah, it would have been like,
much.
Are you kidding? No. Because I was totally, But I never really like, I always want to challenge myself to do something outside of my element. And as a consultant, I was removed from school culture because I had my office downtown and all this kind of stuff. And I would go and visit classrooms, and it was almost like I was the crazy uncle that would come in, touch base with the teacher, maybe talk with a few kids. When I was fortunate and the teacher was comfortable with it, I'd do some team teaching with the teacher. So cool. I would like get to stretch certain muscles that I hadn't used in a while. Yeah. But then ultimately I would have to leave. Yeah. And I'd have to go to another school, or I'd have to go to my office, and I'd have to do like budgetary work, or I'd have to do some stuff with the state and all that stuff. And it was okay. I learned a lot. It helped. I use it still to this day, but I missed being in a school on a regular basis. Yeah. Building those connections and those relationships with my teachers, with my students, and basically just being there to see the difficulties that students go through, and then also see the triumphs that they have whenever they overcome those difficulties. So I guess I felt like it sounds cheesy and hokey, but like I wanted to be an educator. Yeah. And I think I had a calling to be an educator, so I felt like I wasn't educating a lot. So coming back to this, I felt like I'm able to do that again. Yeah.
All right, next one.
That's a long answer, sorry.
No, it's all good. Blake Langley would like to know why you have to wear a uniform.
Why do
I think that's what it is. It's quoted, why you have to wear a uniform.
Oh. So because CPSB policy. I'm sorry, my radio is going off here. CPSB policy says you have to.
Pretty good reason.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to know the truth, that's what it is.
All right. Zoe Sample would like to know, what is your most embarrassing moment working at Sulphur High School?
Okay, so it's only been a year and a half. Well, yeah, a year and a half. Oh, God. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get embarrassed too easy, though. I mean, I think I have a reputation for being a little absurd at times, loud. I usually embarrass other people, to be honest with you. I mean, there was a dude this morning in the cafeteria. He said, I just got rage baited by Mr. Broussard. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a hard one. That is a really hard question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think some of these questions are going to be a little hard to answer.
Okay.
So, back to one of your favorite subjects, free dress.
Gosh.
Yep. Cecilia Cordoba would like to know, why can't we wear black shorts and skirts, but we can wear black jeans? And why can't we wear free dress every day as long as it's school appropriate?
Man, I don't know.
You're not the one who controls all that.
I don't make those rules. I don't. Yeah. I'm surprised how much of this is about dress.
I mean, look how much more we got. We got a
Okay,
lot.
all right.
Isabella Richard would like to know, what's your most embarrassing moment in high school? Like, you were in high school.
Oh,
Young
okay.
Buck Broussard.
Okay, so
You know?
I've mentioned this a few times. Walking up the steps in Building 1, and I don't know
what
if
happened here.
you fall up the steps. Like you're trying to get where you need to be, and you're going up the steps, and the steps is already kind of steep.
Okay, I will say,
and you
those
fall
steps are
up.
high.
Yeah, you fall
They,
up.
they
the
are
steps.
way higher than the other steps. I don't know why, but
But that's like
I'll be
somebody.
honest, I have to. I've fallen up those steps
Somebody does it at some point.
pretty much every day.
Well, in your time at Sulphur High School, if you go for full 4 years, I guarantee you're gonna fall up the steps.
No, why are they so steep? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because of that reason, it wants to humble you.
All right.
Yeah.
So Taylor Sheldon and Lakira Lewis would like to know, what were you like in high school? Like rebellious teen, that kind of stuff.
I was a band kid through and through. Like,
Like stereotypical band kid, or
well, I mean, I don't know what stereotypical is. I was in the band hall if I wasn't in class.
Yeah.
That's just straight up how it was. I wasn't exactly a good trombone player because I had discovered bass guitar, so therefore I didn't necessarily practice my instrument very well. I was a little bit of a goofball. I had decent grades.
we can all be.
Yeah, I had decent grades. I wasn't like the best student.
Like valedictorian, but just
Oh.
like A's and B's pretty much, right?
More like C's and D's.
Passing is passing.
If I'm being honest, the light bulb had not gone off yet. So
Cogs ain't working too well.
now I
by
did
that
enjoy
point.
my history classes. I ate those up. That was my
That's
area.
probably why you became a history
Yeah,
teacher.
that and English, I really enjoyed those classes. But other than that, I had long hair. I back then, okay. So all the people who asked about free dress, yes, we did have free dress in those days. So I was usually wearing a black shirt, blue jeans, kept to myself. Did not know any of the administrators at my school except for Mr. Land, who was the principal. And that was about it. Like I was quiet. I do remember my world geography teacher giving me a hard time because he said that I was too quiet. So I kind of like just chilled. I like to sink into anonymity. Sounds kind of weird, but whenever I was with my people in band, I was very loud, very obnoxious, very Jeff-like. Yeah.
All right. Lakira would also like to know, why can't we wear Crocs anymore? And have you been to Mexico?
Have I been to Mexico? Yes, I've been to Mexico. No, you can't wear Crocs because they're ugly. I said what I said. I said what I said. Like, do you know where Crocs came from?
No idea.
Okay, have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy? Okay.
Don't think so.
So as the name of the movie implies, it's about the dumbification of society in the future. But whenever
it's kind of happened a little bit.
well, it's a Mike Judge film. Okay, so the Beavis and Butthead guy,
Oh.
King of the Hill. It's not animated.
Yeah.
But basically, to show the de-evolution of humanity and of intellect, they had different aspects that they wanted to show in costume and everything else. One of the things is they needed a shoe that just looked completely absurd. That shoe was a Croc.
They made the Croc for the movie,
Yes.
and it became popular.
Crocodile shoes were made with the expressed purpose of being silly and dumb.
And now you see them everywhere.
So they ugly.
All right. Hey, stand by it. Kenzie Wetzel would like to know, what is your favorite instrument in the marching band?
Okay, if I don't say trombone, I'm gonna hear about it till the end of the day. Trombone, most definitely. I mean, that's because that's the one that I know, and yeah.
Yeah. Jazz Daly would like to know, do you have any pets?
How many what? Pets?
Pets. Yep.
Yes. I have a dog. It was a dog that my wife rescued a few years back. We don't know how old he is. When we rescued him, he was completely eaten up with adult heartworms. So we got him treated, got him taken care of. He's our best boy. We call him Ted.
Ted?
His full name is Theodore Reginald Broussard. That's what we gave the vet. So we just call him Ted,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Hazley Bayo would like to know what made you go for a higher position in administration at Sulphur High.
Because it was Sulphur High, and it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Yeah.
Just the possibility of it. Yeah. And just wanting to test myself, stretch my boundaries, and see what else I could do.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, Black Welder would like to know if you've ever fished.
Have I ever fished? Does the grocery store count? I'm kidding. Yes, I have fished. Now, whether or not like I actually caught something is something else. I have done.
Story.
I have done the act of fishing, but no, I kid. My grandfather had my papa had a pond on his property, and we'd go out there and I'd fish. Now, whether or not I was doing anything great, I'm nothing like some of these other people out there, professional fishermen and everything.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I am not the angler type, but yes, I have fished before.
Yeah, it's fun every once in a while. There's nothing fun. Kaylee Delassus would like to know, how would I read this one? Would be, do you support us not allowed to have our phones at lunch?
Thank you. Okay.
That's how it's worded.
Do you support us?
Yeah,
I think the point.
I'm confused there.
I think the point of the question would be whether or not I would support whether or not students
Having
could
phones
use,
at lunch,
yeah.
probably.
So ultimately, as when it comes to dress code and everything else, when it comes to school policy, that's not written by me. Okay, my job is to enforce it. So it's kind of like where you if you have a problem with a law, you talk to the lawmakers, not necessarily the police. They enforce the law. So that's the analogy. So my opinion's kind of moot on the point. So I'm gonna dodge that question.
I can kind of see why you're mute there, or not moot there, because you guys didn't really have cell phones back in your days.
No, we didn't.
It's undisappointed about that.
I mean, it's just a reminder of how old I am.
You're not that old. Well, how old are you?
49.
You're almost halfway. One more year.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, that probably sounds kind of rude.
It's good. It's good.
All right. Lucas Corals would like to know, and in all caps, I quote, is Bob his favorite student with about 8 question marks? Just wondering, ...
Is Bob, that was from Lucas? Bob, you are one of my favorites. I cannot have a favorite.
A singular favorite.
Yeah. Oh, I'm being asked what my location is. Okay. But let's just let it roll. Hold on a second.
All right. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Where's my radio?
I don't know. You popped it around there. There you go.
I'm building 3. Give me a bit.
I'm being interviewed.
No problem.
All right.
The day in the life of an administrator.
Being radioed all the time. How about that?
Yeah, where am I going to put that? But yeah, I have many favorites, so therefore I cannot divulge the number of favorites. It might be in the order of 1,600, meaning the entire student population.
You're all my favorite.
Yes, there you go. Yes.
All right. Here's the question I was kind of alluding to earlier before we started this. Amaya Henry would like to know, who is your favorite AOT character?
Okay.
And for people who don't know, Attack on Titan.
Yes. Hanji. We've gone over this in my family and everything. My wife is partial to Sasha.
I'm just gonna let you know I know nothing about it.
Okay.
I haven't watched it. I'm finishing JoJo right now, and then after that,
Oh, my daughter loves
JoJo's great.
Oh yes, everything is apparently a JoJo's reference.
It is everything. Everything.
We cannot go out in public without seeing something. That's a JoJo's reference. That's a JoJo's reference. It's like, okay, life is a JoJo's reference.
They have a lot of references. In it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But with Attack on Titan, the Hanji, and it depends. I think Hanji is awesome, amazing, but then super intelligent. So it's like all the aspects that you'd want. Short dude, why is his name escape me? Levi. I think my wife is partial to Levi if she would to answer that question. And then, as I said, either Levi or Sasha. I'm not sure, but everybody gets heartbroken about the Sasha story. So that's something else.
Don't spoil it yet. I haven't watched it.
Oh, you in for you in for.
How many seasons is it? 4?
Well, it's kind of hard to say because the last season is like something like 3 super duper ultra mega movie episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anna Valet would like to know: is he married? If so, how did you and your wife meet?
Yes, I am married. My wife teaches at Barb High School. Don't judge me. But she is the AP Psychology and AP Human Geography teacher. We met basically through work. I tell everybody, and I told her before, she is the type of teacher that I strive to be whenever I was in the classroom. Like anything that I did in the classroom, she did 10 times better. Yeah. Amazing, wonderful. So we met through work. We share a lot of the same interests when it comes to work, which, kind of helps because we're the same content area, social studies, but then also in the same profession, it makes our relationship easier to communicate about what's going on day to day. But then on top of that, outside, movies, TV, she likes all the weird movies that I like. An afternoon is just chilling on the couch watching something. We just wrapped up Alien Earth last night. So we'll watch the
Isn't that new series on Hulu, or is it Paramount?
Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I need to rewatch that last episode because I passed out.
Oh.
I was too tired. But we watch a lot of the weird, odd movies, TV shows. She's the best.
All right. James McKeever, Mr. Broussard, can you get me Raising Cane's, please?
Why would you want Raising Cane's? They're so much better.
It's a joking question.
Oh, okay. Like, Cane's, I've never really been impressed with. They on the soggy side to me.
Oh, we're almost done.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, so sad. Braden Sanchez would like to know, what was your favorite song you've worked on? Or like cover, or like really anything?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. My songs that I've worked on, written, I'll pick a cover and then I'll pick an original tune. Cover song, whenever I did The Rumbling, that was, I think, season 4 of Attack on Titan. I did a cover of that, and it was an instrumental one. And I took
I know they had songs for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It makes sense. Not thinking about it.
It was the really heavy one. It was tuned down to drop G, I think. But that one, I took the vocal melodies and applied them to guitar. So I didn't, sing or anything, which I'm scared to death of singing. But I'm eventually gonna have to do it. So I liked that one because it was and it was completely unexpected. That one kind of blew up. Songs that I've written that I did an instrumental a long, long time ago called the Kobayashi Maru, which is a Star Trek reference to the unwinnable scenario. I liked that one. It's based around a harmonic mixolydian. No, not it. The old term is a gypsy scale, but basically it's a minor scale with a raised 6th and 7th. Or no. I think that's the melodic minor scale. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, it was like, ooh, I'm gonna write this because I learned this new scale.
Yeah.
So there's that one, and then there's also a recent tune that I did in the past couple months called Last Battlefield, where I did a pretensive little silly thing where I switched from 12/8 time signature to 6/4. And basically, the guitar and bass lines are all the same, and it's just the change in drum pattern. So it's this weird, I was being weird, yeah.
All right, second to last question.
Okay.
Jolie Airby would like to know, do you have a spouse and children?
Yes. I've got my wife, Lexi Broussard, and then I have 2 daughters, one from my previous marriage. She lives in Lafayette. She's in her 3rd year at UL for psychology. And then I have my stepdaughter, which I just call my daughter. Yeah. She's at S.J. Wells. She's in 7th grade in the orchestra. Plays viola amazingly.
All right. Actually, this person has 2 questions, so that's good.
Okay.
First one, I have no idea what it means.
Okay.
I hope you do. Hope it's a good thing. Isabella Palade would like to know, were you part of a clique in high school?
A clique?
Or whatever that is. I
Does
don't know.
band count as a clique?
Look, I'll let you read how it's spelled. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's a clique. That's a social group.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, not really. I mean, unless band counts. Like, I couldn't tell you a lot of the kids that I hung out with in high school that weren't in band. Like, I was 100% ride or die band. And that I just didn't associate with too many people outside that. My best friend was in band. He also played trombone, and he was in my outside band after school that we wrote, and he played guitar. A few other people, but if band counts, that's it. I don't know.
All right. And her other question, do you wish you were a musician instead of a principal? I'm going to fix that to assistant principal because I know you've fixated on assistant and not principal.
I don't know. That's a hard question because a lot of the things that we discussed, with the creative outlet and stuff, it's a hard decision to make. Now, if I could have a career making music and making the music that I want to make, that'd be a great thing.
Yeah.
But then also, if this makes sense, I love it so much that I don't want it to be a job because I don't want to make the compromises that you would have to make.
Exactly what you mean. So by that, what you're trying to say is you don't want to do it so much to where either you get tired of it or you have to start sacrificing stuff for it.
Right.
You like it being kind of like a pastime for you.
Yeah, because I don't want to be quote unquote commissioned. I need a song that sounds like this. I need a song for this. And it's like if you're not there, then having to put yourself in that creative space is very difficult. Like I gravitate, I'm touching the mic again. I gravitate towards minor keys. I am a metal guitarist. And if somebody comes in that telling me that they want a dance pop track, I'm sorry, dude, you come to the wrong.
Happen.
Yeah, it's just not. That's not where I am. So it's just that's a hard question. That's a really hard question.
All right, and now I got a question for myself. I just thought of this. Have you done a grunge cover?
I did a cover of Wood from Alice in Chains. I did that.
I need to see it.
Well,
if you have it somewhere,
I've got it somewhere.
I would like to see it.
So I like to do a lot of covers of stuff in a way to stretch how you can reinterpret stuff. Because I think covers and how you put your own personality on a song tell you more about you and how you're interpreting somebody else's work.
Yeah.
So like for the Alice in Chains Wood cover, I first off I tuned down 2 whole steps. So I think it's an E flat, but I tuned down to C standard. And then I kind of added a little bit in terms of the solo. I changed that entirely, so it gave me something else I could do with it. One of the other ones that I did, and I don't know if you know much about it, but like the Eagles, anytime you do covers for them, their thing, you could have rights and everything, and they'll like hit you with a copyright claim.
Oh, really?
Fast. So, yeah. So I did a cover just messing around a few years back of Hotel California. And I slowed it down about 20 beats per minute. And the intro I put on piano running through a different effect.
That sounds good.
It was really, really creepy. Really, really creepy. But that got copyright claimed. That was real creepy. So I did that. I've done covers of obscure stuff. I did a cover of Ride Like the Wind from Christopher Cross, which that whole yacht rock stuff.
Dude, I really like yacht rock, like some Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Some, now my mind's blanking. Come and Get Your Love, like that kind of stuff. Dude, I love that.
70s rock music already is something
already fantastic.
And from a historical musical perspective, I call it ugly rock. Actually, I can't say exactly what I call it, but I call it ugly rock because all those people before MTV came out, they could be completely unattractive individuals and have these amazing careers, and then MTV comes out and just kills it because they were like
You're
just
on TV.
yeah, they were just regular dudes making music, but the music was just amazing.
It was.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you'd like to add to anything or anything you'd like to say?
I don't know. Did we really talk for 50 minutes?
We have.
Oh my.
That's not a bad thing though. That's great. I mean, that was a good natural conversation.
Okay.
Other than hot seat, but
I mean, yeah, that's cool. No, I think I've said a lot already. Gave you enough material. People tired of hearing my voice.
I mean, the whole thing's going on there. I mean, I'm not editing anything out. It's all on there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it. This is great.
Yeah. No, thank
amazing.
you. Very
no problem.
much.
Thank you. Anytime.